Hello everyone, welcome to this MySQL database tutorial by Zebra Code. In this tutorial, we are going to use some key MySQL functions. Some of the functions we will be using include the create, insert, read, update, delete functions. There are some other functions we will still use in the process. But before then, take a minute, subscribe to our channel. Alright, for us to be able to write our MySQL statements, we need to have the MySQL server running. To launch XAMPP, first of all, navigate to where XAMPP is installed on your computer. Then click on the XAMPP control button. Okay, when you click on the XAMPP control button, this window will pop up. With this window open, click on Start for Apache and also Start for MySQL. Now with both Apache and MySQL running, click on the shell here to open the command prompt. Great. Now with the command prompt open, let's log into the MySQL server. To do that, type in MySQL space H, that is for host, localhost, or to wherever the server is, space U, as for user, type in root. No password because the default login details for XAMPP has no password. Now hit enter. Great. Welcome to the MariaDB monitor. So it will show you your connection ID. Now we have successfully logged into the MySQL server. First, let us show the databases that we have. Now enter this statement, show databases, semicolon, hit enter. Great. It shows here now that I have 26 databases on the server. Yours would be different depending on how many databases you have. Now let's create our first database. Create database if not exists, students, semicolon, hit enter. Great. Query OK, one row affected. Now let's use that database. Use what? Students. That is the database we've just created. Use students, semicolon, hit enter. Great. Database changed. Let me move this one up a bit to have more space. Now we have a database in place. Let's create a table inside that database. We will call our table postgraduates. That will be a table for all postgraduate students. Create table if not exists, postgraduates. ID int auto increment, and it's going to be our primary key. Comma, first name varchar. We'll set the length to 15, not null, comma, last name varchar. We also set the length to 15, not null, comma, gender. We'll set this one to char. One, that would be M or F for male or female, not null, comma. Now course, because the student studied or is studying, course, that will be a varchar. We'll set the length to 100, not null. And nationality, the nationality of the student, I will also be a voucher. We'll set this one to 100, not null, comma. Then the year of graduation, but we can abbreviate that to YOG. That is year of graduation. And the data type, we set it to year, not null. Now we can close the bracket and a semicolon. So what we have here is, we say inside our students database, we are going to create a table and we'll give it the name postgraduates. We say here, create table if not exists, postgraduates. ID int auto increment is going to be a primary key. First name voucher, length 15, not null. Last name voucher 15, not null. Gender char 1, not null. Course voucher 100, not null. Nationality voucher 100, not null. Then YOG, that is year of graduation, we set it to year as our data type, not null. Now let's hit enter. Great. Query OK. 0 rows affected. MariaDB students. Now we have successfully created our postgraduates table. Let's see what it looks like. Now I'm going to use the MySQL statement describe to describe the table. Describe what? Describe the postgraduate table. Describe postgraduates, hit enter. Great. Now it shows the table that we have just created. These are the columns we specified, and these are the data types. Okay, that's fine. Let's move this one up a little bit. Now that we have a table in place, we really need to insert data into the table. There are many ways to insert data into a table. We will look at some of the ways. Let's use the MySQL keyword insert. Insert into postgraduates. See here, first name, last name, gender, course, nationality, and year of graduation. Value, a marker, FA, she is a female student. Computer science, nationality Nigerian, year of graduation 2016, semicolon, hit enter. Great. Query OK, 1 row affected. Now let's view our table to see what is inside the data we just entered. Let's read it. That will be select everything, that is star, from where? From the postgraduate table. Postgraduates, semicolon, hit enter. Great. Here we have now ID1, first name, marker, last name, FA, gender, female, course, computer science, nationality, Nigerian, year of graduation, 2016. This is how you create a table and insert value into it. We only use the value option here now. And if you look at it, we use value here. I will explain this one a bit further very soon. Now let's insert more data into the table. And to do that, let's quickly go back to the history. Okay, here now we say again, insert into postgraduates, first name, last name, gender, course, nationality, year of graduation, and we are going to enter some values. Frank for first name, Jones for last name, is a male student, M for gender, course politics and economics, nationality Canadian, year of graduation 2015, comma, another row, Leonard, period, M for male. What did he study? Software engineering. He's an American. And year of graduation 2014, comma, another student, Leonard, Macron. She's a female student. Course of study, business intelligence. Nationality, French. Year of graduation, 2019. Common. Another entry, Luda, Wegner, male. What did he study? Artificial intelligence. Nationality, German. Year of graduation, 2019. Comma. Let's enter another value. First name, Muyiwa. Comma. Second name, Victor. Comma. She is a female student. F for female. What did she study? Geoinformatics. Comma. Nationality, Nigerian. Year of graduation, 2017. Comma. Let's enter another value. First name, Henry. Last name, George. Comma. Male. What did he study? Journalism. Comma. Nationality, American. Comma. Year of graduation, 2002. Comma. Another entry. First name, Andy. Comma. Second name, Swing. Gender, male. Course of study, law. Nationality, British. Comma. Year of graduation, 2006. Comma. Enter a few more. First name, Sarah. Last name, Evans. Gender, female. Course of study, history. Nationality, Australia. Year of graduation, 1998. One or two more. Miriam. Last name, Ahmed, gender, female, course of study, economics, year of graduation, 2007. We also need to enter nationality there. Nationality, Nigerian. Now we can terminate the statement. So we have here some values to enter, and look at the keyword here. We say values because we are entering multiple entries. But here, when we used one, we just entered value. So you can use value and values. Just know when you can use both. Hit enter. Great. Query OK. 9 rows affected. Records 9, duplicates 0. We have no duplicates in our database table. So once again, we used values to enter multiple entries, while we used value to enter a single entry. Now let's see what we have in our database table. This time we just say here, select space star space from where? From postgraduates table. We are selecting from the postgraduates table. Look at the way I use the keyword. Though my SQL is not case sensitive, I try to use the uppercase form for all reserved keywords, or all my SQL reserved keywords. While for the ones we created ourselves, I use the lowercase form. Now let's view our table. Great. It shows now what we currently have in our table. These are the entries that we just entered into our table. So this is how you use the insert function in MySQL. For this star, it means select everything. If you use the star, you want to select everything from that table. Now we can select certain areas without selecting everything. To do that, select everything from the postgraduates table. We are going to use the where clause here. Select everything from the postgraduates table where year of graduation equals what? Let's say 2019, semicolon, hit enter. Great. Now 2 rows affected. What it does here now is it selected everything that has year of graduation as 2019, and in our table we have 2 students that graduated in the year 2019. That is why the 2 students were selected. So we have selected everything here now, but we use the where clause. Again, it's uppercase because it's a reserved word in MySQL. If you use lowercase, it will still work, but I just try to use lowercase and uppercase to separate what we created ourselves from what is a keyword in MySQL. Let's use the select keyword again. Select everything from postgraduates where year of graduation is between 1998 and 2008, semicolon. What we have here now is select everything from postgraduates table where year of graduation is between 1998 and 2008. We want to select everything within that 10 years time frame. Hit enter. Great. Now we have everything from 1998 to 2007. So these are the entries inside the database that fall inside that select query that we have just made. So the keywords we used here are select, from, where, between, and. So you can see they are all typed in uppercase because they are keywords in MySQL. We can also make a specific selection for a course. To do that, let's say select everything from postgraduates where course is like journalism. So select everything from the postgraduate table where course is like journalism. Hit enter. Great. So we have one here. ID 7, first name Henry, last name George, gender M, course is journalism, and nationality is American, year of graduation 2002. We can also select and order the selection result or the query result. We can also make a selection without using the where clause. So to do that, we can specifically mention the columns that we want to display in our query. So to do that, we say select first name, comma, last name from postgraduates, order by nationality, comma, first name, semicolon. I select first name, last name from postgraduates, order by nationality, and first name. Hit enter. Great. So we have here first name, last name, Henry, Leonard, Sarah, Andy, and so on. Rows affected 10. If you look at the display of our results now, this is just the way everything was entered into the table. This is the way we created these columns in the table, but we can also change that in our query. To do that, let's make another query with the select keyword. Select first name as first name, comma, last name as family name from postgraduates, order by nationality, comma, first name, semicolon. So what we have here is easy to understand. We say select first name as first name, last name as family name from postgraduates, order by nationality, and first name. Then hit enter. Great. Now if you look at it, the headings have changed. Now we have first name as our heading, everything in uppercase, family name as our heading here, everything also in uppercase. Whereas before that, what we got was everything in lowercase, just the way we entered it during the time we created the table. So we can also change it, and that is what we have just done here. We can also alter our table. To do that, I'm going to use the alter keyword. Alter table. What table are we going to alter? Postgraduates. Here we can add some quotes. Alter postgraduates table. Add status. And what data type will it be? Varchar. And the length will be 20, not null. And we are going to enter some default values. Default. Graduated. And where are we entering it? After year of graduation. Now we are going to alter our postgraduate table, and we will add a column named status, and it will be of data type varchar 20, not null. Default value will be graduated after the year of graduation column. Now if we hit enter, great. It says query OK, rows affected. Everything is fine. Please note that this apostrophe is not the proper apostrophe. It's just the one that is like a back tick, which is next to 1 on your keyboard. It's not the proper apostrophe. So now we have altered our table. Let's describe our table again. Describe postgraduates, semicolon, hit enter. Great. Now you can see we have another column added to it, which is for status, and the default value we entered is graduated. This is exactly what we said here. We said here enter default value graduated, and the column should be after year of graduation. That is why we have it here, which is great. Now if we select everything from our table, select star from postgraduates, semicolon, hit enter, you will see now we have actually got that status column added to it, and it's populated with graduated by default. Now we can also update our table. To do that, we will use the update statement. Update postgraduates set status equals to what? Equals to withdrawn, where last name equals George, limit 1, semicolon. Here we said update the postgraduates table, set status equals withdrawn, where last name equals George, limit 1. Let's hit enter. Great. Row affected. Now let's query our table again. Select everything from postgraduates. Great. Now if you look at it here, we have Henry first name, George last name, and the status now has changed to withdrawn. So he did not graduate, he was withdrawn from the course. So this is how you alter table in MySQL. We can count how many entries we have in our database table. To do that, we say select, count everything from postgraduates. Select everything from postgraduates, hit enter. Great, count 10. We have 10 rows in our database table. And we can also delete something from our table. To do that, we will use the delete keyword. Delete from postgraduates, where first name equals Andy, limit 1, semicolon, rows affected. We use limit 1 here because we only want to delete one entry. If there is another Andy, it will only delete one, it will not delete the second one. So now let's view our table again. Select everything from the postgraduates table. Now Andy is not here anymore, Andy is deleted. And if we want to count what we have left in our table now, we can also do that. Select count from postgraduates, hit enter. Yes, we now have only 9 entries because we have deleted one. That's Andy is deleted. So number 8 is not there anymore. We've deleted it. So in this tutorial, we have looked at some MySQL keywords. We use the create, insert, select, update, and delete functions. We also use some other keywords reserved for MySQL in the process of doing this MySQL database tutorial. I hope you learned something from it. Please remember to subscribe to our channel. Bye for now.